And just like that, the 2025 NBA season is wrapped up. Oklahoma City Thunder are your NBA champions in 7 games, 7 hard, long fought games, but they are NBA champions. Before we get to the Oklahoma City Thunder, because they will get their praise, that is what this video is about. We've got to talk about the Pacers and the great first half they had despite the horrific, upsetting, horrible timed injury of Tyrese Halliburton. 9 points in 7 minutes. Looked like he was going to have himself maybe a good game. And he goes down, he tears his Achilles. And man, oh man, we have seen this too many times in these playoffs alone, but in just NBA history in general. 3 players this season in these playoffs have gone down with a torn Achilles, tore their right Achilles. Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, and now Tyrese Halliburton. And he goes down on the biggest stage possible. It sucks, but the Pacers had a good fight. TJ McConnell, I don't know what got into him. I don't know what he got into for doing all that, but they tried, man. They were actually up 48-47 in the second at the end of the first half, excuse me. And then that third quarter was just bad, man. They lost that quarter by 14 points. And then they won the fourth quarter by 1 point. But turnovers, 21 turnovers, 7 by TJ McConnell. I will say he had a great game, but 7 turnovers is a big. You had a third of your team's turnovers, man, and that's just not going to cut it. Even though he ends up with 16, 6, 3, 1 and 1, 8 for 13 shooting. Mathurin ended up with 24 and 13. I thought he was pretty good in the second half as well. Nemhard 15, 5 and 6, played good defense all series on Shea. Siakam didn't have the game that they needed from him after he goes down. He only ends up with 16. Neesmith with 3. Turner had a rough finals, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Toppin was 0 for 4, just didn't get much from people, and that's what the final score ends up being, 103-91, 12-point loss. Even though it was a 12-point loss in the fourth quarter was kind of, like it was a double-digit lead and everything like that. It was a really good game nonetheless, and I'm happy with it. Again, Halliburton, it sucks, but it's how it happens, man. But amazing run by the Pacers. We're not gonna do too much criticizing. I mean, if you want to see big points, they took 17 less shots. They had 14 more turnovers. And they just didn't, turnovers. Turnovers, bad thing. Fast break points. Only lost that by 2. But this ended up being kind of a free throw battle for both teams at one point. But yeah, it just sucks. But on to the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. NBA champions, all these guys, Shea, Chet, J-Dub, Caruso wins his second one. Hartenstein, Dort, Case and Wallace, all these guys win their first. Isaiah Joe, Big J Will, hey, even Nikola Topic is an NBA champion. He didn't log a single minute this season. Shea, phenomenal game, man. I mean, 8 for 27 from 3, or 8 for 27 from the field, sure, but his job was to be the leader and take shots, and that's what he did. So sure, he shot 29.6% from the field, and he was 2 for 12 from 3, but one turnover. He had 29 and 12. Finals MVP, of course, not so deserved. One of the best seasons of all time. I said this before and before. He is one of 4 players now to win Finals MVP, regular season MVP, and the scoring title all in the same year. Nonetheless, all NBA first team, all star starter, Western Conference final MVP, everything that you can get, he did in this season alone. Um, Chet, we were criticizing Chet, man. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks. He really made his presence felt. So shout out to Chet for having the game because that was a big game. I was talking about Chet, man. I love him, but he hadn't shown too much in these finals. That was a big game. J Dub 24 and 4. He shot a bunch of shots too. He was supposed to, so I'm not upset at the 7 for 20. He big player all year long, man. They could not have done this without they of course they couldn't have done it without Shea, but man, J Dub, I've been praising J Dub all year, man. All defensive team, all NBA, all star, everything. All in one season, man. It is such a great season for a guy like him in his third year. This is his third year, man. And he is one of the best um first time all stars to have on a team like this. Caruso had a big final, about 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals. He had a great series in general. Hartenstein, 7, 9, and 4. Came off the bench some games, started other games. He did what he needed to do. Lou Dort, man, that crazy three with the shot clock expiring was insane. Cason Wallace did his thing. He also had 3 steals, but um, hey man, I mean the NBA champions, man, and I'm gonna say it, man. I mean, obviously, Kevin Durant just got traded earlier today, and we haven't seen draft, off season, anything like that yet, except for those 2 trades. Might be a back to back. I'm not gonna. Hey, who knows? But there was a stretch where the Thunder held the Pacers from like it was like the third quarter into the start of the fourth quarter, where the Pacers went over a quarter's worth of time where nobody scored but TJ McConnell. And TJ McConnell, it was only like 10 or 12 points. That end of the third, part of the game, dude, was so critical because the game was close and it shouldn't have been. Like once Halliburton goes down, they were supposed to stomp on them, and they didn't do it until the third quarter, later in the third quarter. But I mean, Shay, say what you want. The Halliburton thing, man, I really don't want to see people putting like we are so used to every NBA championship having an asterisk, having a oh, but Halliburton could have made 8 more threes in this game. He could have ended up with 10 plus made threes, 45 points, and they could have won this game. Or Tyrese Halliburton could have made no more threes. That could have made the only threes he made. He had a stinky rest of the game. We will never know. Just because this has happened doesn't mean that the Pacers would have won with Halliburton. It doesn't mean they would have lost with Halliburton. You won't know, but I don't want to see. I don't want to see asterisk. OKC was the best team all year. We have so many champions in a row of people saying, "Oh, but they're champions." But this happened. Last year the Celtics. They played no competition because everyone was hurt. The Nuggets. They played 3 play-in teams. The 22 Warriors. Oh, the Celtics were young and not ready. The 2020 Lakers, it was the bubble. 2019 Raptors, it was the Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson went down. The only real asterisk NBA champion that I can't really think of something off the top of my head is the Bucks for 2021. But like the last 8 champions before other than them, there's a but. There's a oh, they won because of this. They didn't win, whatever. And I'm sick of seeing it. One of the best seasons of all time for Shea. I mean, it's in my viewing experience, not the time I've been alive, but when I've actually kept in touch with basketball, this might be one of the best seasons I've ever seen, if not the best. Um, yeah, it might be just from everything that he's done. And I mean, this team has no signs of slowing down. J Dub, Chet, Shea, all going to be re-signed, if not already. Um, I think a guy like Caruso is locked up. Hartenstein has maybe one more year. Lou Dort has been here since the rough days, man. If you're a real OKC fan, we talk what that 30-point game he had in game 7 versus the Rockets where the last possession, he tried to throw the ball off James Harden and went between James Harden's legs and you lose. I don't know what year that was. I don't know if that was like 2018, 29. I don't know what year that was, but I mean, some rough times, and it's great that guys like a Lou Dort is still here to experience it, man. Um, this team is gonna. I mean, I don't know what their offseason looks like. I can't imagine it's gonna be too crazy because you were just a almost 70-win team and NBA champions, but um, this team's scary, man, and they deserve it. One of the best seasons. I mean, 68 wins. I think that's tied for fourth all best record of all time. I think, um, maybe 5th, something like that, but top 5 record of all time. You win the ring. Sure, it went 7 games, but you won. You won. It doesn't matter. You win. It doesn't matter if you win. They could have went 7 games every series. They won. It doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, shout out to the Pacers. Great season. Don't know what your next season looks like because Halliburton probably missing the whole next year, just like Damian Lillard, just like Jason Tatum, just like, so I don't know what your season looks like. Can't imagine you're going to be back unless something drastic happens. Um, but it was as good of a season as you could hope for. You were so close. This isn't to antagonize or do whatever, but it was such a great run. Even though, again, I mean, they went through like the Bucks with Giannis, who's a top 3 player in the world. They went through the 64-win Cavs, best record in the East. They went through the Knicks, who not a bad team at all. Like they were a 50-win team. They took down the 60 plus win Celtics before that. So they were a good team. They were ready. And then you took the best team in the league, 68-win team, to 7 games, and you made them fight for it. You made them think in some of these games, man. Um, there's like this is as good of a season as you could have had, obviously, without actually getting the championship, and it sucks, but it's part of it. So, shout out to the Pacers, shout out to the NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder, shout out to Shea, Finals MVP. Um, he deserves it, man. I don't free throw, whatever you guys want to say, man. He deserves it. So shout out to the Thunder. If you like my channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. I'll look at comments, but come back for more. The season is done, but we are not done posting. We are going to post tons of different types of stuff like we have been doing. I'm gonna have a nice big video coming out for the draft. That's I would assume gonna be at least an hour long by the time we're done with it. But this was a good first NBA season. Wasn't here since the start. I started this in about February, but I'm looking forward to the start of the next season, and hopefully, we've got a little bit bigger group of an audience. But yeah, the ones that are here early on, I appreciate it. Not a bunch of you, but it's fun doing it anyways, and I hope you enjoy watching me too. And it's always been fun to do. But again, I don't want to make it seem like a goodbye. You're probably going to get a video from me tomorrow or the next day. So, but thank you for doing this. It's been a blast, and we will still be posting a lot more. Shout out to the NBA champions.